Adolf Hitler, born April 20th, 1899 in Austria, grew up to be one of the most evil dictators in all of history, with even his name bringing discomfort to mankind. He joined the Nazi Party using his gift of speech for evil, convincing many of the German population that Jews were to blame for the nation's post-war misfortune. Adolf Hitler was born on April 20, 1889, in the Upper Austrian border town Brno am Inn, located approximately 65 miles east of Munich and nearly 30 miles north of Salzburg. He was baptized a Catholic. In the vibrant city of Vienna during the late 19th century, two influential political movements left a lasting impact on a young Adolf Hitler. The first movement was propagated by Georg von Schonerer, an Upper Austrian pan-German politician known for his German racist nationalism. The second key influence was Karl Lueger, the mayor of Vienna from 1897 until his death in 1910. When Hitler arrived in Vienna, Lueger was still in power. Lueger's promotion of anti-Semitism had a practical and organizational focus, reinforcing anti-Jewish stereotypes and portraying Jews as enemies of the German middle and lower classes. While Schonerer embraced elitist nationalism, Lueger was comfortable with the diverse crowds of the big city and knew how to harness their discontent for political gain. It was from Schonerer that Hitler drew much of his ideological foundation. However, it was Lueger who provided Hitler with the strategy and tactics he would later employ. He moved to Munich, Germany in May 1913. He did so to avoid arrest for evading his military service obligation to Habsburg, Austria. He financed his move with a last installment of his inheritance from his father. In Munich, he continued to drift. He supported himself on his watercolors and sketches until the outbreak of World War I gave his life direction and a cause to which he could commit himself totally. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, marked the end of World War I. However, it left Germany in a state of economic instability and with a significantly reduced military. The harsh terms of the treaty placed a heavy burden on Germany, causing widespread disillusionment among its people. In this atmosphere, Adolf Hitler, a gifted public speaker, seized the opportunity to captivate the nation with his speeches. Hitler exploited the discontent, blaming one particular group, the Jews, for Germany's post-war misfortunes. Through his persuasive rhetoric, he called for a unified Germany, rallying support from those seeking hope and a scapegoat for their frustrations. In 1923, Hitler and his followers attempted to overthrow the government in what is known as the Beer Hall Putsch. However, the coup failed and Hitler was briefly imprisoned. The year 1929 brought a global economic crisis known as the Great Depression, which hit Germany particularly hard. Millions were left unemployed, further fueling the people's discontent. Sensing an opportunity, Hitler harnessed the despair and frustration of the German people, promising to restore their economic stability and greatness. He presented himself as a strong leader capable of bringing about change. In 1932, the Nazi Party won a majority of seats in the German parliament. Hitler, though he lost the presidential election, was appointed chancellor, effectively becoming the head of the German government. Hitler wasted no time in consolidating his power. He violated the Treaty of Versailles by tripling the size of the military, openly defying its restriction. Hitler's regime also silenced rival parties such as the National Sozialistische Deutsche Partei (NSDAP) and the Social Democratic Party of Germany's BD, banning them and even resorting to execution. These actions marked the beginning of a dark era in German history as Hitler tightened his grip on the nation, dismantling democracy and imposing his totalitarian rule. The consequences would be devastating, as the world would soon witness the atrocities committed under his regime.